Michael Gerard Tyson was born in Brooklyn, New York on the 30th of June, 1966. From the early stages of his life, his father was not present, and he was raised by his single mother, who was aggressive and had a somewhat complex lifestyle.
She was loving, but she was kind of aggressive. Never pretty much had never had a life together. Never pretty much worked. Wasn't afraid to really beat you, hit you with anything, pretty much. Drank heavily. And see what had a lot of boyfriends and stuff.
Early in his life, Mike would turn to the roads for validation, as he was constantly getting bullied and beaten up by others. During his criminal times, Mike would do such things as robberies, gang-affiliated street fights, and many more.
I said, please, give my bird back. He's an older guy. I must have been 9. He must have been 15 or 12. 15, 13. He was a teenager. I said, give my bird back. He said, fuck you, fat nigga. So he took my birds. He clipped my bird's head off, and he hit me with the bird. Mm-hmm. And some other guy that used to bully me, he said, yo, man, fight him back. He just said, man, he just got tired. Everybody just said, fuck this shit, man. You got to do something. And I fought back. I never fought nobody before. I fought back, and you know what? I can fight real good.
Mm-hmm. While at Tryon School for Boys in Johnstown, Mike Tyson was discovered by former boxer and juvenile detention center counselor Bobby Stewart. He noticed Tyson's abilities and introduced him to Cus D'Amato. After a few months of training, the rest, as they say, is history.
Listen, I'm not gonna be able to box with you no more, but I'm gonna take you to this other guy that's gonna take you to the next level. And there I met Cus D'Amato.
Sadly, at the age of 16, Mike's mother would pass away, and his trainer and now father figure, Cus D'Amato, would become his legal guardian. Cus always believed in Mike. He said that he was the greatest boxer to ever live, and that he would become the heavyweight champion, even though he was only 5'10".
He can't be heavyweight, he's too small. No, I'm too short. No way in the world he can be too short, Cus. He's too small. He's got a 225, 230.
Cus D'Amato was a master of psychology. He implemented the winner's mindset onto Mike, and with boxing now the main focus of Mike, he would leave the streets and pursue a path that he would never have even thought about.
I have a low self-esteem. This guy gives me this big fucking ego. You know what I mean? I live by the rules of that ego, and I've accomplished so much.
And a dominator ego.
Yeah.
Right? You're set to
all about
confidence.
Destroying people.
Yeah.
Mike had mastered the peekaboo style of boxing, a style that benefited his height disadvantage, as he would slip multiple punches and then come up with a destructive blow. During his amateur years, it was clear that Mike was special and that he was meant to be the heavyweight champion of the world, as Cus had predicted. Sadly, on the 4th of November, 1985, Cus D'Amato would die, leaving a young Mike Tyson hopeless, but with the dream that he would make his coach proud one day, and that day would soon come.
I didn't know what to do with my life. There was news cameras there were reporters there, and I was just saying, I don't have my friend no more.
Mike, with a professional record of 27-0, was set to face Trevor Berbick for the WBC heavyweight title. Although Berbick was the reigning heavyweight champion, he still came into the fight as the odds underdog, showing that Mike Tyson was indeed the baddest man alive. Mike dropped Berbick in the second round and was now the youngest heavyweight champion in history. Mike recalls his fight as an attempt to kill Berbick for hurting Muhammad Ali when they last fought in 1981.
No doubt about it. I was going to kill him. And I saw the way he was hitting Ali really hard with everything he had. Ali didn't have nothing left.
After becoming heavyweight champion, the world started to love Mike. He was knocking out people with such an iconic style that it was clearly impossible not to hook you up. Needless to say that the fear in his opponent's eyes was something that many found quite amusing.
Friend, I love fear. Fear allows me to reach my highest potential.
He had wins after wins. He had become a household name by 1988 when he beat Larry Holmes. Larry was among the last opponents of Muhammad Ali who hurt him really bad, and that was the main reason he wanted to absolutely demolish him.
Lord, he took medicine, I got weak, and he's gonna come back and he's gonna knock Holmes out, but I'm crying while he's saying it. When I get big, I'm gonna get him for you.
Win after win, Tyson seemed to have it all. Money, women, respect of the world. But all this would soon drag him to his downfall as he was slowly losing his mind. Mike Tyson's first loss, a shocking bout, a 42-1 underdog, managed to defeat Iron Mike. And that underdog was Buster Douglas. Mike had fired his legendary trainer Kevin Rooney and was starting to lose focus on his training and overall physical health, as he was constantly out partying and doing stupid things.
Explain it. I hate that. I always hated that. Oh, wait, I never wanted to do drugs, but then I do them again. I never wanted. I hate it. No.
Yeah.
Several fights later, Mike seemed to have regained his spirit and was winning all of his fights. Mike at this point of his life had everything: a big house, a boxing career, and the most important to him, drugs. But soon, Mike would learn the true cost of living irresponsibly, as he was convicted of rape in 1992.
Promiscuous with the women. I've done no such thing as took that woman's chastity at all.
Mike was released 3 years later in 1995 due to good behavior in prison. But this behavior would not be the same outside. It's safe to say that Mike was a menace at that time. You looked at him the wrong way, you're done.
White boy, come here and tell me that if I fuck you in your ass, you punk white boy. You can't touch me, you're not man enough. I eat your asshole alive, you bitch. Fuck you, you hoe. Come and say in my face, fuck you, ass for that, everybody. You bitch, come on, you bitch. You're scared, coward. You're not man enough to fuck with me. You can't last 2 minutes in my world, bitch. Look at you scared now, you hoe. Scared like a little white. Scared of the real man. I'll fuck you till you love me.
Freshly out of prison, Mike would begin his boxing career once again by beating Frank Bruno to regain his belt. New names found their way to the heavyweight boxing ranks, among them Evander, the real deal Holyfield. Mike would face Holyfield for a record-breaking fight in 1996, in which many headbutts were made, along with upsets.
Holyfield continues to dig in. A left hook to the head. He's got Tyson in trouble. Tyson's ready to go. A straight right hand. The top and stops the fight. And Holyfield has
I can't believe what I'm seeing. It's the most unbelievable thing I've ever been privileged to witness.
Holyfield did the unimaginable. He was the second fighter to defeat Iron Mike, and it's safe to say that Mike was now going crazy.
You might have wanted.
No, that's not true. I knew he was a durable fighter, but I just knew it would be a matter of time that I would wear him down and the fight would be over.
In 1997, Tyson and Holyfield would clash for the second and last time for a fight that would go down in history as the Bite Fight. In the middle of the fight, Mike was getting angry as an aggressive Holyfield was not only outboxing him, but also headbutting him constantly. So Mike did the unimaginable. He bit Holyfield's ear off and spit it on the ground like a piece of meat.
What happened here?
He got bit, I think.
Evander Holyfield, look out, he's pushed right here, above us by Tyson.
He got bit in the ear.
This resulted in a disqualification for Tyson, and in a new chapter of his life, the chapter where he would face his downfall.
First round, but then he butted me again the second round. Then as soon as he butted me, I watched him. He had me holding, and he looked right at me, and I saw him, and he was going for it, and he kept going for it, and he butted me again. He kept going down and coming up, and he charged into me. And
Mike was going broke after all these unnecessary expenses that he had really lost everything, even his passion for boxing.
Interesting, I didn't possessing it. I just was a young kid having fun.
The time came for Tyson to finally retire from the sport, as he was facing loss after loss and didn't have the drive to fight anymore. And so, a fantastic career came to an end on the 11th of June, 2005.
Does that mean we won't see you fight again?
yeah, that's most likely I'm not going to fight again.
A career full of excitement, ups and downs, and a lot of money had come to an end. The baddest man alive is a fighter who is written in the boxing history book forever, and will be remembered as one of the greatest heavyweights there have ever been.